wheels on I'm hitting the clutch though. Like it up right.
The clutch and
on this episode of the Bengali Petrol Heads, we're gonna see if we can fit inside the Pugeout. I have mixed opinions about the car. It's a very contentious topic, whether it is a... I don't get their marketing. This thing feels like a spaceship, not gonna lie. Is that it is assembled in Bangladesh. Gentlemen, boys and girls, I have waited 3 long years for this moment. After a 3-year hiatus, Dhaka Motor Show is finally back, so welcome to the 2022 Dhaka Motor Show. Here we have a Porsche. Is this a Cayenne or Macan?
Cayenne Turbo S.
It's a Cayenne. Continental Motors right here, my guy.
It's a grey import.
It's a grey import. Not because it's a grey import, because it's the color. Haha, funny. This is a Cayenne Turbo S. That is a... Is that called a Maybach GLS?
It's a Mercedes Maybach GLS 600.
GLS 600, okay, and there's the new Defender. We'll now make the rounds and see around what they do, how they are. It's pretty cool. It has massive honking brakes. The trim around the wheels aren't too bad. It's a little bit of an interesting choice, but it goes with the car. This is the national car of Bangladesh, the national color of Bangladesh now, which is an Nardo Grey. Not necessarily a bad thing, it's just common as hell, but this car pulls it off better than most. So we asked very nicely, but they wouldn't let us in the car, but you know, hashtag. This is the GLS 600 from, is this an actual Maybach? Yep. Okay, cool. Oh, we can't exactly see the interior because the car is locked, but this is the new Defender. The car looks great in person, in all honesty. People have mixed opinions about the car. It's a very contentious topic, whether it is a real Defender or not, but looks great from the outside, and I'm sure it's a great rugged overall vehicle. Here we are interrupting an Apex Collective shoot of the close-ups of the brand new Defender. Interruption time 2 with balls. And here we are at the Kia booth. Interesting looking cars, nothing terribly exciting from them this year around. Hopefully next year is going to be different. They are beautiful cars, they are gorgeous. Okay, that's interesting. The trims are diamond textures, which is interesting, right? Makes it feel expensive.
Ice on the grill.
Ice, baby. Really nice and premium. Paint's great. Maserati, you can't really mess up Maserati's design. I mean, gotta love them. It's just so premium and Italian and all that good stuff. The interior is beautiful. We're at the Proton booth. And they are Protons.
The Saga on that corner. In that corner is the...
Is it? Okay, let's look at it. Yeah. Here we are at the Proton booth. I apologize for the loud music. But one interesting thing about this Saga is that it is assembled in Bangladesh. So yeah, that's cool. This is the Honda stall. Interestingly, all of them are 1.5s. Here we have the Accord, we have the City RS, we have the Civic, we have the CR-V, and okay, here we have the Honda City RS, right?
Yeah, that's the RS.
We have Wasibai here from Honda, who's gonna help us understand a bit more about these cars. So let's take a look inside if that's cool.
City RS. It's basically a top-line version of the City SV that we have over there.
Oh, so that's the City SV, that's the base model.
That's the base model, yeah.
Right.
So this one here is the RS. This one's got paddle shifters, red stitches here and there.
But like a bit of fancier interior, nicer body kit, fancier wheels.
Got a
and,
spoiler and a diffuser.
Functionally, it's the same car, but you know, it's just a little more upgraded, souped up, yeah. If you care for that stuff. Yeah. People like us prefer this stuff. From the outside, honestly, it's quite premium for the price. It is priced like a mid-size sedan is priced in Bangladesh, and it is what you'd expect, maybe a little bit more. Here we have the new Honda Civic. I haven't actually seen one in person until now, and this is honestly a beautiful car. It has way more road presence than the previous one. In pictures, it didn't look as striking because of the muted body lines and the design language, but in person, it is a great looker. Going around on the inside, it actually surprised me with how premium this interior is. All right, now that we're on the inside, the interior design language is quite good. It has this carbon effect texture thing in the middle that is nicer than the piano black disaster that was a trend. Okay, it does have piano black disaster in the middle, but I imagine people not touching them as often as this section. But it is a very nicely laid out interior design language, including the steering wheel. It feels premium, it's leather, all that good stuff. Everything feels solid, the knobs feel solid, almost feels like a German car. And yeah, this is a fantastic buy for the price that it's being offered at. And here we have the Honda Accord. This is the 1.5 turbo model, but they do have the hybrid ones available. Apparently the hybrid ones were sold out, but this is what we're being offered to look at. This car needs no introduction. It's been around for a while. There's almost at the end of its lifetime where imminent facelift is, you know, right around the corner. It's still a really good car, which is aptly priced, but now that the new Civic's here, I think that's a much better buy. If you need a car right now, that is a much better car for the price because it's the new design and all that. The interior is pretty nice. As far as bigger sedans go, this is comfortable, good to be in for long cross-country trips and stuff. And here comes the CRV. Again, this car has been around for a while. Almost everyone has one of these. It's a solid, tried and tested performer. Pretty much good car, SUV. You know, well priced, brand new, and all that good stuff. Yep. Okay, this has a lot of room on the inside. If their intentions are to kidnap someone, you can definitely do that. Maybe more if you fold the seats down, but this should be good for one. So, incidentally, we're at the Pugeout booth, and we're gonna see if Tanzim fits in the inside. Peter Hatterjil merch, that is a personal production, I'll link it below. But we are at the Pugeout booth, looking at the 508. It is honestly a gorgeous looking sedan. I didn't expect, I don't know if this is a facelift or not. We're gonna talk with the representative soon enough and find out the details of this car, but it is gorgeous, it's beautiful.
Both front seats have temperature control, comes with massager, lumbar support.
Massager, lumbar support, all that good stuff, everything, yeah, all 9 years. All right, we're gonna take a look at that.
One thing I can show you, nobody's offering these tires or these wheels.
Oh, it's Michelin Pilot Sport 4. Oh wow! For those of you who aren't aware, Michelin Pilot Sport is like the supercar. Like if you buy a brand new 911, these are the tires you're gonna get. These are really good summer grip tires, and yeah, pretty cool. As always, I am blown away by the hospitality of AG Group every single motor show. So here we have Famid Pulak Bhai, who's gonna show us around the interior of the 508. We've heard big things from Shihab Bhai right there. So here we are on the inside of the 508. Man, this thing feels like a spaceship, not gonna lie. Steering wheel, you know, the classic 2-spoke flat bottom steering wheel. A little small, kind of feels like a simulator, but I imagine it'll assist better turning in Bangladesh. Here we have the full panoramic sunroof, right? It all comes off. The roof line looks like rear headroom may be a little bit of a issue, but here you have that indent over there to aid headroom. So I can't imagine it being too much of a trouble, but it's very sleek. There's not too much going on, not too many buttons or anything. Here's the center console, and here's the armrest.
And there is a vanity space.
Oh wow, there is a lot of space here. There's an aux cable for you guys, cup holders for cups. Center console. One thing I don't like is the piano black, but I think it's an option actually. You can choose different trims, right?
এইটা আপাতত এই ব্ল্যাকটাই দিচ্ছে। অপশন যেটা আছে সেটা হচ্ছে এইটা কার্বন ফাইবার টেক্সচার যেটা আছে।
আচ্ছা।
এইটা আর কি আপনার পরবর্তীতে দেখা যায় যে জিটি লাইন যেটা আছে সেটা উডেন হয়।
আচ্ছা, wooden and okay. Cool. It's shaped like a spaceship. Like it's all very driver focused and driver centered.
It's like এটা করা হয়েছে হচ্ছে ফিউচারিস্টিক একটা এয়ারক্রাফটের ককপিটের ডিজাইনটা ফলো করা হয়েছে এবং পুজো এটাকে বলা হয় আই ককপিট, the whole thing, the whole dashboard system আর কি।
Pretty cool. All right, here's the keys, there's the start button, and foot on the brakes a little bit. Ooh, cool animation, nice. AC is ice cold if anyone's concerned for that. Is it like
and it has massage seat.
It has massaging seats and all that. It has heated seats, cooled seats, and massaging seats, which is wow. All right. On this episode of the Bengali Petrol Head, we're gonna see if we can fit inside the Pugeout. What model?
508.
508. All right, let's go.
Now lie down. Well, it fits all right.
Yeah, let's go home. Let's go home.
Let's just go home.
It was nice meeting you all. I love this. I love this.
Hey, welcome back.
10 out of 10. I can also love it. Honda's booth is cooler this year, but you know, Toyota Rock and the Veloz. This, however, interesting. This is the new Toyota Corolla Cross. This car, I love the new Corolla hatchback, sedan, and the Touring. And this just adds a little bit of added practicality to that chassis. It provides everything a modern, reliable Toyota Corolla would, and you know, adds that bit of height so that you can take it places, take it more places. You know, out of the ground on rough terrain and all that good stuff. So on the new cars, for some reason, they've started implementing plastic side panels instead of, like, you know, them being like full metal bodies. I guess they'll be easier to replace in case of a collision and stuff like that, and easier repairs and all that good stuff. It has a really nice burgundy/red interior, slightly brown, kind of maroon actually, and wow. Honestly, not bad. It is also a very premium feeling car. It is not like the Civic where it feels that modern and futuristic. Civic and the Accord are more of like more of a driver's car. If you are the person driving, I think you'd enjoy being more in the Accord than the Civic. But if you're being driven around, I think this is a better car for you to like sit back, relax, and like just enjoy the ride rather than be the one driving. Hyundai really went off on a tangent trying to implement a very new angular futuristic design, which we haven't seen from other manufacturers. So let's take a look. Here is the new Hyundai Sonata. If we focus on the car, it is a very decent looking car. It's a little weird and takes a little bit of getting used to because of the whole chrome line leading all the way up to the front headlight. Because of influencers influencing the Hyundai Sonata, we're gonna take a look at the Palisade now. 8-speed shift and all that good stuff. 2.2 liter turbocharged, written on the body of the car because apparently people are not smart enough to understand. But hey, I'm not gonna question your marketing, I'm just gonna question your car. On the inside, wow, this is simple. It feels and looks like a very premium interior. You can see the perforated leather, all the diamond stitching, all the bolsters and all that good stuff. I'm pretty sure it's heated and cooled and all that. The outside of the car is very futuristic, but the inside is tame-ish. No, nothing sweeping, no body lines. It's a simple wooden trim around the car. Kind of looks like it's from, you know, it's from like 5 years ago. I'm sorry to say. The interior wise, the design isn't like brand new or like super dynamic or anything, but it's a simple design if you want to be driven around, and it looks like a good, decent luxury car. Here you have the rear seats of the car. It's a car. It's a car. It's pretty much it. Nothing super fancy about it. It is a 7-seater. If it's if a roomy, luxurious car is what you're looking for, this might be your ideal purchase, but it's a car. So we're gonna move on to the Tucson. This is incredibly futuristic design, but it is super dynamic, super you know, futuristic. It does come with it has a 1.6 turbo, which is nice. The new turbo engines, even though they're small, they're very good performers because of modern technology and stuff like that. And let's take a look inside. Social media influencers are yet again influencing the Tucson. So we're gonna look at the Sonata. I don't get their marketing, but I don't have to as long as I get their cars. From the get-go, the headroom is, okay, no, the headroom's all right. The seat was just adjusted super high. Oh wow, this is a very roomy interior. Interior on this car is actually pretty decent. The Palisade was a nice car from the outside, but from the interior it was boring. But from the inside of the Sonata, it is actually quite a decent car. You have the brown accents among the black plastic interior. You can have the piano black trims and all that good stuff that is a nightmare for fingerprints. And the steering wheel isn't the best design in my opinion, but it is a very nice, well laid out interior. It's simple to use. The drive buttons are right here. If you want to select drive modes, they're right here. It comes with an ashtray and cup holder for all that good stuff. And the center console layout is rather simple, which is not a bad thing. I like simple infotainment systems, so You have that. Hello everyone and welcome to the Bengali Patrol Heads. On this episode, we are going to we're going to get a closer look at a CNG.
This is an LPG actually.
An LPG, okay, this doesn't run on CNG. This runs on LPG and surprisingly, this is pretty fancy. Come on. Premium. This is unlike any other auto rickshaw I have seen in Bangladesh. This is actually well-made plastics. This is a well-fitting interior with a lot of RGB, just like the computers. Sitting on the inside, we are pretty comfortable on the inside. There is an ample amount of headroom. Legroom is a little bit tight if you're a taller dude or a bigger dude like me, but if you're like the average size, you're fine. The handle position is quite nice. It's good. Pedals on the hitting clutch those. Negative break.
The clutch and gear at the same time.
Clutch and gear at the same time?
Exactly.
I have no idea.
So it goes like this and
Oh, okay. So see, I'm familiar with cars, not bikes. So this, and you engage the clutch and you shift like this. Apparently, I think, but this is honestly pretty good. If you come over right over here, it has only 7 kilometers on the clock, so this is pretty fresh. We're basically looking at what a brand new unit will look like.
I think it's connected to the brake master cylinder, so it's a brake.
So this is probably the brakes for the car, for this LPG. These are the wipers for the car, and you have a really nice fuel cap door openers and emergency for the whole thing. This is unlike anything I've ever seen. This is incredibly fancy. Hopping on behind the LPG, as a passenger, this is actually much more roomy than the driver. As you can see, I'm like 5'9", 5'10", and I have ample leg room, a lot of headroom coming right here. So you can see I have a lot of headroom, and for a passenger, this is a great place to be in because of the lights and stuff. There's a lot of feature comforts. This is, I should mention, however, that this is completely open. So if you want that open air experience, just like a convertible, this is the mode of transportation for you. However, if you want like a more closed off mode of transportation, maybe during winter or stuff, you know, we may have to look for replacements or something. I'm not sure if they offer it, but for this version, it is like an open top, open air experience. So this has been our review of the LPG, not the CNG. This is an auto rickshaw. Because the majority of them are powered by CNGs, the local term is calling them CNGs, but this happens to be an LPG. This is pretty cool. It looks the part, and it's 100 times fancier than the ones that we have available. And I'm so excited to see if they become like more common in Dhaka.